Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a fantastic weekend, and in this video I'm going to talk a lot about how the market is turning bullish in my opinion, some different things that I'm seeing as far as the market goes, and some different price targets that you will want to keep in mind as we head into the next week. I'm also going to give you a stock that I am buying that I am looking at as is very bullish activity on it, and I like it for a big move upwards. But before I get going, if you can do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. I'm going to start today's video by reviewing my picks this last week. I had 8 total picks. 7 of those were winners for an 87.5% win rate. It was really fantastic week for the insider stocks. And here we go. The first one is PLAY. Sold for a 3.00% gain. MSM sold for a 1.02% gain. NDLS sold for a 9.47% gain. DAL sold for a 6.83% gain. ET for a 1.78% gain, VOXX for a 29.03% gain, FARM for a 0.08% gain, and BOIL for a 4.77% loss. So average gain per pick, an average was 5.81%. Very good. With the insider swing play, I average a 3% gain and an average win rate of 70%. So this week was above average, and so that was nice to see. If you are wanting to get these picks each and every day, right at the time when I'm starting to look at getting into them, then you will want to check it out. And within that, you can learn the insider swing play. It's a great place to learn the strategy, is in the basic level of our Patreon group. But we also have the standard and premium levels for those that are professional traders. There's lots of professional traders in that room that can really help you to be successful. Anyway, worth checking out. Check that out in the link in the description down below. All right, so let's get talking about this SPY ETF and what is going on. All right, let's start off by talking about the SPY ETF and some different things that I'm seeing in the market. There's been some different movements here. This was an open gap. There's an open gap down here below, and we passed right through this. This has been pretty fantastic. So all these yellow lines are open gaps. Way down here at 354 is an open gap from a very long time ago that is never filled. We have some other ones here. We have this gap here starting at right at 370 and going all the way down to 366 down here. So this gap that's kind of formed and kind of gone up, and we've kind of done this consolidation back and forth, and now we've had a breakout. Now the thing that I'm looking at here is that we've passed the 48 EMA or the 50 EMA. We've passed actually both here on the SPY ETF. That is very, very bullish. In fact, it's bullish for us to come up, hit the top of this gap, which is exactly what we did, and then come back down and touch this gap here and close it. That is actually bullish of continuation. So we're seeing this go up and then come back down and touch this. And now I'm expecting a catapult up further as people get squeezed out. Some different target levels that I think to look for. One is right here at 415, 416. That's an important level on the market. And so when we get up to there on the S&P 500, then there's some danger. Some bears will most likely be attacking there, and we'll see some shorting of stocks. Another level of resistance way up here at 435, and really like that level. That is an open gap that's been open here for a while. And if we get a squeeze, we could see moving up to that area rather easily. Some different things that I think are good for the market. Number one is commodity prices are coming down. And I know there's so many worries still. There's still inflation. There's still so many things going on. But I like that commodities are coming down. Gas prices are coming down. And inflation in the past has come down with gas prices. And I think that will bolster the economy moving and keep it moving. And maybe we might be possible. And I know some people are going to cringe by me saying this. We might even have a soft landing here. There is a possibility that it could get very, very bullish. Of course, any little news can turn this thing on its head. And so that is why you have to use risk management and have proper risk management within your trading style. What does that mean? Well, I use risk management by putting cash on the sidelines. I have a certain percentage that I go in each and every stock. And if if I don't find good stocks that fit my strategy, I don't go in on those stocks. And so I usually have cash on the sidelines to take advantage of those kind of things, 20, 30, 40, 50%. Or if I'm seeing the market go down on bad news, then I will get a bearish ETF. I have done that in the past. So far this year, I am down around 10%, doing much better than the market, but at 9.97% so far year to date. Very unlike my normal. Last year had a 185% gain, and so this has been a tougher year for sure. This is a tough climate to be investing in the stock market, but my strategies are working. I am beating the market, and that's the thing you need to look at if your strategies are working or not. Are you beating the overall market? The S&P 500 down around 16% right now, and so if you're doing better than that, than a 16% loss, then you should feel pretty good about your strategies. All right, so let's go into this other stock that I think is really bullish. I really like the insider activity that happened on this. This has been happening over and over again. This is ticker symbol RKT. This is Rocket Companies, Rocket Mortgage. So a lot of you are familiar with the app on your phone. And with higher interest rates, this one should be continuing to move up. So most likely higher interest rates on the way. Even though mortgage demand is down with higher interest rates, this company is probably has a higher chance of making money, and it has a high short percentage. And so some of these shorts are getting squeezed out as this thing has been marching up. Well, what's going on? Well, a CEO and a director are loading shares. Really nice purchases that continue to happen in the market. Now, I had invested in this in the past and lost some money, so I had to wait 30 days to invest in this again due to wash sale rules and things of that nature that I have to pay attention to. But I like this stock for a continued move. You can see here on the chart, there's some good movement here. One thing I like is that this 13 EMA has passed the 48 EMA that we have going on here. We've kind of come up to a level of resistance right at the 70 on the RSI, but I am expecting this to continue moving upwards. I like this one to fill the gap up here, and kind of my price target is right at 1082. About a 10% gain, but I like this because the insider activity, it hits all the rules and all the check marks that I have for my strategy, and so that is very important. Make sure that you are only going in on the best setups and that you are not investing in stocks that can't do that. So for example, the amount of money that I put aside for my insider portfolio, I will invest 7% of that portfolio in an insider that I like. This is an insider I like. Most likely I'm going to use 7% of that portfolio that I've set aside for this. Now, this is not my entire portfolio. I have a dividend portfolio. I have different strategies that match up to different things. I have a buyback strategy. I have lots of different strategies that I employ and use all the time. But this one is one that I like for 7% allocation of my portfolio that I use for my insider swing play. Anyway, this should be a good one. I wish you all the best on this next week. This should be a good week. We are seeing some good movements on the market. Hopefully that will continue. Looking forward to and hoping that you are successful. If you have any questions, please reach out to me in the comment section down below. And as always, Raythoven out.